Hey guys, this is Ryan Blair, and today I'm showing you how to produce a proof utilizing the embroidery template. And so at this point, we've got our template all set up. So we would go into Corebridge here, and now we're going to look at the notes. So there's obviously no design notes, and normally there would be some type of reference down here that says previous order, and we would pull from there. So unfortunately, there wasn't. So I had to manually go in and search for the last time that Central Mechanical Services did an embroidery job, and I located it on the farm under CB orders, opened it up. So I've got that ready to go over here in Illustrator. So what we're going to do is, since this is a straight pickup, I'm just going to go ahead and copy the logo here. And this is 2 size. And if this was a new logo to be digitized, all you would do is you would stick it down here off to the side. And there are some standard sizing options. So 3.25 is our standard width. Sometimes the clients want it bigger, sometimes they want it smaller. But 3.25 is the ideal starting point. So this particular logo gets sewn at 3.5 by 2.3. So what we're going to do is we're going to change these dimensions here to 3.5 to 2.3. And there's some notes up here. Select full size art, duplicate it, change it to 10%. So all we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to move it up like so, and then we're going to divide it by 10. And that's going to give us our size. And you can see that we've got these lines here: center for left chest, center art for left chest. So all you need to do is center it on those guides, and that is going to be the placement. Now what we're going to do is, since we're showing the sew out on 2 different shirts here, we're just going to click it, and we're going to hold down Alt, click, and Shift, and that's going to allow us to copy it over to this side. And now we're going to copy it one more time by holding down Alt, clicking, holding Shift, and we're going to drag it up here to this left chest placement. And we're just going to go ahead and enlarge it and drop it in like so. That way they get kind of a bigger representation of what it's going to look like. Okay. Now typically with the multiple colors, you would also show the colors down here, and from there, like this was a black shirt and there was some black lettering on it that was going to be touching the black shirt, that could be changed to white or another contrasting color that's within their logo colors. But since the decoration is going on the gray, that's not necessary. And based on previous jobs, the client knows that we're putting gray on gray, and that is what they prefer. So now we need to look at the thread colors. So back in Corebridge here, we would scroll down, and it's going to tell you what thread colors the customer's looking. So in this case, it says see client embroidery file. I check the client embroidery file. There is nothing in there that calls out colors. So again, from the pickup artwork, from the previous time that we did it, we have the colors right here. So all we're going to do is just copy those straight out and bring them over and paste them in place, and it should fall exactly where they should. Control-Shift-V, paste in place. So sales should be calling out the colors being used. If a specific color is not being called out, there's a couple of different ways that we could try to determine that color, and that's by copying this address down here. This is going to be Pantone to Isocord conversion. So if we were to copy that and just paste it into Chrome, you can you'll pull up this screen. You can do a Control F, and you can search for a Pantone color. So if we search for 257, it's going to bring you to 257 and tells you what the Isocord color would be. There's only a limited amount of Pantone colors on this page. So sometimes you can't find it that way. So let's say we were trying to find this blue. You can bring the blue down and hover over it. These are our house colors here. Additionally, we have color libraries down below for Robeson as well as Isocord. And what you can do is you can bring the color down and you can stretch it out and you can just kind of hover it over the swatches to find which color is going to be the closest. Once you've determined those colors, there are these kind of blank thread swatches down here. So instead of just dragging up one of our house colors to drop into that section, you can see that blue is Robeson Anton, black is Isocord. We very rarely use Madeira, but we should probably make one that has red. Okay, so we've got our thread color callouts, we've got our placement size, we're showing the drop, we've got it mocked up, everything's looking good to go. So this is the proof that is going out. So all we're going to do now is we're going to do Control-Alt-E, and we're going to turn off this first page. This first page is for contract clients, and we're going to make sure that we're using a PDF and a JPEG 100, and we're going to make sure that the width is set to 2400 pixels. Now we need to determine where this file is being saved to, so we're going to go ahead and click this little folder icon here, and now we're going to select the order number on CB orders, which is 10839, which does not exist, so we're going to right click and copy this master template folder here, paste it off to the right, and rename it to 10839. Go ahead and double click in there, and we're going to go into the work files and hit select. At this point, we can hit export artboard. And come back to Corebridge, and we're going to find, we're going to hit choose file to upload the proof, and now we're going to go to CB orders, and we're going to locate 10839, open up the work files, and upload the JPEG. And at this point, we could switch it to waiting proof approval. Since we are proofing both of these out at the same time, we're going to go to product 2, and we're going to switch it to proofed with other product. Now, if we had other proofs to generate, we would do that before sending out this approval email, but we don't, so we're good to send it out. So go ahead and click this mail icon here. And then we are going to CC the sales rep, which is Barbara. So we'll start typing in her name and hit send. And that is how you produce a proof using the embroidery template. Thanks for watching.